Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you all are well and fine at home. Today we are going to revise our chapter number 3, um, winds and cyclone. Okay, so first we have wind. Moving air is called wind. Now moving air is called wind. As I told you, increased wind speed is accompanied by reduced air pressure. Air moves from the region where the air pressure is high to the region where the pressure is low. Greater the difference in pressure, the faster the air moves. The warm air is therefore lighter than the cold air. That is the reason that the smoke goes up. Warm air rises at a place, the air pressure at that place is lowered. The cold air from the surrounding areas rushes in to fill its place. This sets up convection in air. Now warm air and the cool air, how it moves, it's clear from the diagram you can see. The next one that we have is the cyclones. What is a cyclone? A huge revolving storm cast by winds blowing around a central area of low atmospheric pressure. That is called what? Cyclone. How is it move? Northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. In a cyclone, the wind spins round in an anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Okay, the air pressure on the earth is low. Especially in tropical seasons, the winds can reach well over 200 km per hour and result in immense damage. Cyclones are smaller than anticyclones, but the wind speeds are much stronger. In center of the cyclone, the eye, the wind speeds are much less. You can see in the picture as well. The Bay of Bengal and the coastal areas around it down to the western coast of India are a cyclone affected region. Now Bangladesh is particularly affected by cyclones which cause a lot of destruction. Now we have anticyclones. Now what is anticyclone? A system where the pressure is higher at the center is termed as anticyclones. The air blows is outward from the central area. They are clockwise in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Is that clear? You can see in the picture as well, clockwise in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Now, how are anticyclones formed? When weather is cold in the atmosphere, it falls towards the Earth's surface. The weight of air increases, pressing on the Earth's surface, which means the air pressure is high. Anticyclones. Anticyclones are formed from an area of high pressure. As I told you, they tend to bring clear, settled weather. In an anticyclone, air descends and pressure increases. This brings very light winds which blow outwards from the center in a clockwise motion, clear skies and dry conditions because the air is descending and warming up. There are no clouds and no rain. Some other characteristics of the anticyclones we have. Anticyclones move slowly and remain stationary over an area for several days or weeks. Okay, the air subsides, it means sinks, it warms, which leads to a decrease in relative humidity is equal to lack of cloud and dry conditions. Now you have summer anticyclones and you have winter anticyclones as well. Here in the picture you can easily understand that what is the direction of water in the cyclone and what is the direction of air in the anticyclone and the water. Now there is a difference between the cyclones and the anticyclones. Cyclones. It is a low pressure system with surroundings of high pressure. It blows anti-clockwise in the northern hemisphere. Number 3. It blows clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Number 4. It is associated with cloudy skies, heavy rainfall with stormy winds. It can cause great damage to lives and property if precautions are not taken. What are anticyclones? Number 1. It is the opposite of cyclone. It is a high pressure system with surroundings of low pressure. It blows clockwise in the northern hemisphere. It blows anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. It is associated with clear skies, mild winds and dry conditions. The weather is settled and pleasant. Now tornadoes. A violently rotating column of air extending from the base of a thunderstorm down to the ground. How tornadoes form. The hot and cold air mix and twist around each other to form a tube. The roaring winds go everywhere. Sign of a tornado: clouds moving very quickly, loud roar or rumble sound that does not fade, or greenish blackish colored sky, hail followed after a calm wind or a powerful wind. There are some characteristics of the tornadoes. Classification of tornado: they are weak, strong and violent. Usually rope like and narrow are weak. Usually the classic funnel shape are strong. Usually have lots of debris associated with them and can be quite dark in color. Is violent. Now different types of tornadoes. There are water spouts, storm beginners, dust devils, fire tornadoes. These all are different kinds of tornadoes. Now what they are: water spouts form in the water, dust devils made of dust and wind, supercell tornadoes the strongest tornadoes, gustornado short and not dangerous, and fire will sucks fires in the tornado and carries it to other place. Now some briefly description of the tornado. A much smaller but much more violent kind of cyclone is called a tornado or hurricane. These form over the sea and can be only a few hundred meters across, but wind speeds can be much as 400 to 600 km per hour. Sometimes they suck up a vast amount of water from sea to form a swirling column of water called a twister or water spout. The tornadoes often move from sea to land, where it can do great damage, destroying houses and lifting cars into the air for distances of over a kilometer. In Pakistan, a tornado is called an Aandhi, and when it is over land, and a Tufan over the sea. In very dry places such as Balochistan, the twisting column of air sometimes suck up huge quantities of sand and is called a dust devil. This was all about the tornado. Now I am telling you about the map of South Asia, so it will be easy for you to understand that here we have the Pakistan with the red color. Okay, on the east side of Pakistan with the green color you have India. With India with the pink color, what you have? Bangladesh. And then you have Bhutan with blue color. You have Nepal with orange color. Okay, and you have Afghanistan with the blue color, you can see in the picture. In the south you have Sri Lanka, and the red small dots that you have, these are the Maldives. You have the disputed area of Kashmir that is covered with the red line, so it will be easy for you to attempt the map that you have in the June task with the help of this picture. Now I am telling you some important points. It will be easy for you to do the true false, which I will send you the picture of these true false. I will share that picture with you. Now first is wind is moving air. Bangladesh is particularly affected by cyclones which cause a lot of destruction. Cyclones are smaller than anticyclones. Okay. The next that we have is the anticyclones winds are usually fairly gentle. Rainfall over the sea is called a tufan in Arabic, Persian and Urdu. In Pakistan, a tornado is called an andhi. Okay. Now, a much smaller but much more violent kind of cyclone is called a tornado or hurricane. Cyclones occur in tropical season when the winds can reach well over 200 km per hour. In anticyclones, the wind go round in a clockwise direction. In a cyclone, the wind spin round in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So with the help of these points, it will be easy for you to attempt the true false. Now I am sharing the home task with you. Which part of South Asia are most affected by cyclone? And then write true and false in neat notebook. I will share the picture of true false with you. Okay? Allah Hafiz.